In the previous tutorial, we saw how to draw a male front chest. Today we're going to see how to draw the back of the chest instead. If you compare the back of the chest to the front of the chest, you can see they seem to be quite different. But if you start simplifying everything, you can realize they are actually not. They're not that different at all. Let's take a look to their construction lines. The one for the front view of the chest is this one, as you may remember. And the one for the back of the chest is this one. They still can look quite different, but let me show you why they are not, at least not that much. Let's use numbers to make everything clear. You compare, for example, this one here with this one here, because it's the trapezius in both. Trapezius plus neck. This part here, the pectorals plus the shoulder. Now here it is the scapula plus the shoulder. As you can see, it doesn't change that much because the shoulder is still connected to something, which is the scapula in this case. Just like here, it's connected with the pectorals instead. Then we move to the rib cage, which you compare to the lats, because they have a similar shape. Even though it's of course different, but it's similar. Then you have the side abdominals here as well. It's still the side abdominals. And you have the abdominals themselves, the abdomen, this part here. So as you can see, the main parts of the body are still those ones. And you know why? Because the muscles, the human body is designed to have muscles working in opposing ways. Let me show you an example. If this part here, the abdomen, contracts and, for example, the chest bends, then this part here of the back, the erectors, extend because they work in opposing ways. The erectors balance the abdominals. They work in opposing ways. As you can see, and in fact they have the same number. The same thing happens in the arm. When we are going to see how the arm is drawn and its musculature, you will understand what I mean, because the biceps and the triceps work in opposing ways as well. So how do you draw the back of the chest? Let's start by drawing the head. Then you find the pit of the neck. Then you begin drawing the neck, but this time you're going to start from the ball, not from the chin. You can't see the chin from the back. And you find the line of the pectorals and the line of the navel. Then you draw the shoulders. Then, starting from the hand of the trapezius, which is this point, you draw the rib cage. And you go until the point of the navel this time. Then you find the line of the crotch. And you add the usual little piece, which is the side abdominals. Then from this point here, you draw a little V, like this. And you can draw the buttocks this way if you want, because these are male buttocks. They are different from females, of course. They are more squared. Then you add a little variation in the curve of the vertebrae, because it isn't perfectly straight, so you have it almost as an S curve, you know, something like it's not perfectly straight. Then you connect part of the shoulders to this shape here. Then you get these lines here. Starting from the head, you go downwards. You have these vertical lines. And by going a little more downwards than the end of the shoulder, you connect these to these lines. And you have your scapulas. You can also add details such as these lines here, these vertical lines for the scapula, or some details here for the trapezius. And there you go, this is basically it. So, to sum it up again, you draw your head, you find the pit of the neck, you draw your neck and trapezius, you find the line of the pectorals, so that you can also find the line of the navel. You draw your shoulders, you draw this shape here, connecting from the armpit to the line of the navel. You find the line of the crotch. And there you go, you have your torso. So that's it. In the next video tutorial we're going to see how to draw a side view of the chest. See ya!